Tom MacDonald had nice songs. E-I-E-hi-ho, oh, 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 E-I-E-hi-ho. Let's stop and do.
You know my squad. You know my squad. I said now ain't nobody messing with my squad. You know my squad. You know my squad.
Subscribe Squad is another day, is another dollar, and it's time for another freaking reaction, because that is what we do. You look at me and I look at you. You look at me and I look at you. That is what we do. Now, before we go ahead and react to some more Tom MacDonald, you should do me a favor. You should hit the like button, sub button, bell button, because you can ring my bell. Ring my bell, ring it. Ring that we know every single time, literally every single time I drop a new video. Not only that, but Scribe Squad, we have a goal. We're trying to get to 50k subs, so I could drop a new album. With that being said, big dog, Tom MacDonald surprised us and dropped a new video, coronavirus. So I'm interested to see what it is he has going on for us today. Let us tap into it. Let's go.
I don't know what to think about this virus. Started in China, now everybody in America's hiding. There's no groceries cause people start to panic and buy it. The shelves are empty, the ones with plenty already stockpiling. Y'all making memes, think it's funny? Wait a week till the riots. Wait a month till the only way to eat is be violent. It's not the sickness that's scary, it's all the people who wildin'. The government lying, they trying to keep us calm through the sirens. You know it's for real. And all the pharmaceutical giants don't have a cure that they can sell you, so now everyone's dying. There's no vaccines or medication made that can fight it. I guess it's time to pray to God we can't rely on the science.
Like, leave it up to Tom to make a song called Coronavirus in the pinnacle of when the coronavirus is hitting the United States. Leave it up to Tom. Go Tom. Go Tom. Go.
Pray to God we can't rely on the science. And everyone around me in a mask and some gloves. The stock market crashed and the bank's about to bust. Tell us sanitize our hands, this will pass. It's a bug, stay inside, you'll be fine till we're trapped there for months. It's a ghost town, we're in this together. They're closing all the stores down, we're heading for shelter. It's all war now, they'll always remember. When locking all our doors down, we're sticking together. It's all ghost town. This a pandemic, but we don't listen to the news cause they lied to us for years, so how we know that this the truth? And most of us are young enough to think that we're immune, so we just pass it on to people who won't survive it like you. It's either worse than they're telling us or it's nothing at all. But the school shut down, a ghost town in the mall. They gon' quarantine the city, block the road out of Dodge, then tell us leaving our homes is actually breaking the law. This is just the beginning, you know it.
But it's so interesting, you know, we look to art to inspire us, but it's like art imitates life, or life imitates art. And so this is just so befitting, very befitting, that part.
This is just the beginning, you know it's gotta get worse. If the doctors get sick, the hospitals won't work. The conspiracy theories all sound like facts, that's for sure. But the fact is we're trapped on this planet called Earth. And the bleach gone, the bread gone, the water sold out, the meat gone, the milk gone, the pasta sold out. Don't leave anything for anyone, you hoard it for yourself. You'd rather tell them go to hell than be a man and go and help. It's a ghost town, we're in this together. They're closing all the stores down, we're heading for shelter. It's all war now, they'll always remember. When locking all our doors down, we're sticking together. We're hoping for the best, but we're preparing for the worst. There's one thing we're not scared of, is hard work. We're up against an enemy that doesn't have a face. There's no bombs we can...
That part, I love that concept. Up against the enemy that doesn't have a face.
Against an enemy that doesn't have a face. There's no bombs we can drop, there's nowhere we can aim. There's no soldiers to stop with a tank at the gates. There's no cure that we've got or a pill we can take. There's no food, it's been bought. The truth is we're afraid. We sit inside our rooms and we pray. It's a ghost town, we're in this together. They're closing all the stores down, we're heading for shelter. It's all war now, they'll always remember. When locking all our doors down, we're sticking together. It's all ghost
town. I like that. It was impromptu. I guess they had another video planned, and this is what they ended up doing. You got to make the best of these situations when you're presented with them. But if anything, this video will be remembered because of where we are in society right now. So interesting when we think about this. Especially people like myself who deal with anxiety. This doesn't help. Like, this is not the situation that would help. Everything being shut down, business kind of slowing down, just everything going on in life. And if anything, it just gives us more time to reflect. Like, for me, I'm focusing on finishing my album and still creating content and being creative in the spaces that I can be creative. You guys have been really amazing when it comes to donating. CashApp, Venmo at TheRealScribe, PayPal, TheRealScribeCash at gmail.com. But it is just this unknown enemy, and we don't know when it's going to end. We don't know. Like, we could sit here and have a conspiracy theory and be like, oh, it's not the strongest as the flu, or it's not blah, 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 blah. But there are a lot of people who are really if they get the coronavirus, then, like, they could really die. And so for a lot of people, it's extremely serious. And so just because, you know, people like myself have a likely chance of survival doesn't mean that we should just, you know, aimlessly walk around and infect each other. I feel like we all do have to do our part. Does it suck to kind of be on lockdown right now? Yeah, it does. But it should give you, like, you know, that reflection of, ask yourself, if the world ended today, like, have I done enough in my life? Have I chased my dreams to my fullest potential? And it's just like, it's crazy because it's just like, you know, we think about, you know, if anything, I feel like this reiterates the different levels of classism that we have in our society, and we really start to see it. Whereas millionaires and stuff, they're like, oh, okay, I get to spend time with the family, like, woo. Or even if they're like missing out on like business and stuff like that, like, it's like they are still able to financially provide for their family and like and contribute to and take care of their families, whereas like other people, it's like a different type of, like, it's hitting different. Like, what about people who live below the poverty line? What about homeless people? Like, they don't have money to go scavenge and panic buy. Like, if you were a panic buyer, just think of that as like as a blessing in itself, that you even had the money to go and buy supplies or credit or whatever it is that you had to do, or shelter that we had. Like, it's a great time for us to look and reflect on our society. And people who don't have insurance, like, they're worried about how are they going to get help. Even though they said that they're going to provide testing for free and stuff like that, there's just a lot of different levels and dynamics. The government's talking about providing $1,000. What if $1,000 a month doesn't cover it? Like, hell, I'm in California and rent is, what is rent? $1,500. So, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's just so many different levels. But at the end of the day, like, health is wealth. I feel like that's what we should be taking away from this time, is like, health is wealth. Try to meditate more. Try, if you're somebody like me who deals with anxiety, don't sit there and watch the news all day long. It makes it 10 times worse. I'm here to tell you, it makes it way worse. Remain calm. Wash your hands. Oh, you guys wanted it back. So, it is back. Especially during these times. Use 409. See you guys next time.